welcome to the BLACKPINK draught of 21. My name is Angelina, senior Blink here to guide you through these hard yet repetitive times. As usual, if you became a Blink during the How You Like That era, please let the grown-ups speak first. So yet again, we've come to another point in our lives where it's been over a year since BLACKPINK's last comeback. And this has happened more than once, more than twice, and yet we're still sat here surprised as hell. Now, if you're like me and time doesn't make sense to you, another way to measure how long it's been since the last BLACKPINK comeback is to look at the latest BLACKPINK scandals being brought out of nothing. You know that's when people are extra bored, have nothing to do, and need to make up things out of air. Now, of course, that doesn't mean that when they are promoting, there isn't ridiculous scandals as well. But the scandals that come about after they've been gone for a year just hit different. And that's how I personally keep track of how long they've been gone. And most recently, it seems that some people on some online forums have been a little bit angry with BLACKPINK for seemingly switching over to iPhones once their Samsung contract had ended. From what I've read, their contract ended a really long time ago. But are you really going to sit there and try to make me believe that they weren't using iPhones this whole time? Did you really think for the entirety of their contract that they could not stop getting caught using iPhones? Do you not remember picture after picture being deleted because they accidentally uploaded it with an iPhone? Are we living in the same simulation? I know you guys really want to go hard for contracts that aren't yours, but this is a bit much. Did I personally go out and buy a Samsung because BLACKPINK told me to? Absolutely. But we all know the truth. This not being the first time that BLACKPINK have disappeared as OT4 for a long period of time should have prepared us. I mean, at least a large number of us who have been around long enough. But frankly, I'm a little concerned for the new Blinks. It's pretty tough out here, so let's take a trip down memory lane. In 2016, BLACKPINK blessed us with 4 beautiful, life-changing songs before leaving us for only a period of 7 months. Bombaya, Whistle, Playing with Fire, and Stay. Then, 234 days later, they came back with As If It's Your Last. From there, it almost took a year for them to have a comeback with Do 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 Do. 358 days to be exact. And of course, by then, Blinks were already experts at complaining. And even though the time between D4 and Kill This Love was slightly shorter with 9 months in between, Blinks were still really upset that it was taking so long. But the real test for Blinks was the time period between Kill This Love and How You Like That, which was over 1 year with 449 days in between. And I'll admit we did lose some people in that drought, though we also did gain a new audience with this fancy butt dance and Lisa's iconic bada bing bada boom boom boom. However, if you can recall, Blinks actually started a hashtag BLACKPINK Leave YG because their comeback was actually postponed, even though that was because of COVID-19. You guys are ruthless. And now we're nearing the longest period between comebacks, with again, over a year and counting. But also if YG announces a comeback while I'm editing this, I swear. On top of a blatant lack of comebacks, again, we have people who like to, you make up stories out of nothing, like I mentioned earlier. And damn it, if I hear another story about so-and-so member is mistreated, this member is mistreated because something about rich people not being able to do as many rich people things as the next rich person, I'm gonna lose it. But again, smells like that time of year again, doesn't it? Of course, this isn't to dismiss any actual issues that are going on within BLACKPINK, but there's no denying that sometimes it is a stretch, and I would say the root cause is boredom. But I wanted to bring this up because this is a point of discussion that I have quite a bit with my fellow Blinks. When we say a member is mistreated or BLACKPINK is mistreated, it's usually tied into the fact that they're not working as much. I have a friend who's always saying, it's not fair that they don't get to have as many comebacks as, say, Group A. Or it's not fair that member A is having more opportunities than member B. And I always reply with, well, why should they? I always wonder why K-pop fans are so obsessed with having their idols work more. Yes, this member might have more opportunities and you might be convinced that the company is literally trying to sabotage the other member because the other member is painted as super helpless and at home doing nothing while they want to be at like fashion events or something, when in reality, like maybe they're just resting. We want Blackpink to have comeback after comeback, which just means they have to perform the same song over and over again, like grueling schedules, dance practices, constantly on music shows, constantly doing this and that, doing promotions. Like, it's very exhausting. And you're basically saying you want more of that. I mean, sure, everyone in 4th gen lip syncs, but still, I'm not kidding, cut that part out. So my friend's argument is they should have more comebacks and have more opportunities. And my response is always, why do you want them to work more? But as we were having some of our daily conversations about this, she hit me with something new and it really stuck with me. Because I'm always like, you know, they're making so much money, they're thriving. I don't know why you guys are complaining about this. Like, just let them live. And she literally said they had money before. They went through all this training to make music. And I was like, well, fuck, you're right. And it brought me back to that clip in their Netflix documentary where Rosie is literally sitting on the floor playing on her guitar. And she says, you know, I kind of miss the time before we debuted because now I have to make time for music, which is kind of odd because after debut, you would think that would be the opposite. So I guess I kind of understand, but at the same time, we also have solo projects. We also have side projects that are not exclusively OT4 projects, but you're still getting fed somehow. I mean, not the like... Yes, I do admit there are times when we're really given nothing. But I would definitely say this drought was a lot different than the previous droughts. Because even though it's been over a year since their last official comeback, we did technically get 2 title tracks. I know How You Like That was a pre-release, but tried to change my mind that that was not basically a title track. The hype that How You Like That got is just incomparable to it just does not fit being a pre-release track. It forever and always will be in my heart a title track. With Lovesick Girls being more of a post-release track, if that makes sense. But we basically got 2 full comebacks within the span of a few months. And a full album, but whatever. It's still been a year, okay. However, this time around, we also got 2 solos, which I for sure think makes up for this year of OT4 drought. I mean, during the previous droughts, I was literally out here reviewing ad songs. Awesome screen, awesome camera, long lasting. I literally reviewed that because there was nothing else to do. So this drought is a little bit different, I will say. But if it's not enough for you, fair enough. I have come up with other ways to feed ourselves as Blinks. Does anyone remember Ready for Love? I, for one, listen to Ready for Love at least twice daily. I know some Blinks are gonna come at me in the comments, but listen, some of these videos have like 4 million views. You guys aren't innocent either. And I have no shame. I don't think Ready for Love is ever going to be released at this point. But do I know it by heart and still hope every single day that it will? Yes. And actually, I know the song so well and I'm so in love with it, even though it's such shit quality, no offense. Ready for Love is literally my song of the year, which is why if YG releases this song and changes any element that is different from the version that Jeonki put out, I will have a meltdown. Can't get you out of my head. So maybe Ready for Love will actually just live perfectly in our memories as the song that almost was. But yeah, that is basically it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I got curtain bangs and I don't know how to style them, so let's not talk about that. My hairdresser was like telling me how to style them and I was like, yeah, whatever. And I was like, no, they'll just dry the way I want them to. Like, it'll be fine. And now I want to... Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. These are the lovely individuals who help support my channel on a monthly basis, and you can too by joining my channel members with the join button that is next to the subscribe button. As for me, I'm gonna get going, so I will see you guys next time. Bye!